Hey everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. We're just moving away doing some shunting here in Hamilton, up in Ontario, and we're going to be taking train symbol Yankee 910, and that's going to be, nope, cannot, okay I can make out our speed on that now. So taking train symbol Yankee 910 on a journey up to, just do some shunting, and as soon as we get done here, so we're going actually over to Bronte Yard, not Bronte Yard, one of the yards on the route. We're just basically going to be delivering some tank cars. So bring the train to a stand. What I'll do is handle off, position off, released, neutralise the reverser. Remove that, Now set our headlights to our class lights will go to red. Off. So there you go, so that's the class lights now reversed. And we're going to walk down to the GP38 and drive from there. So at this stage our helper will be throwing points to get us lined up for our tank cars. As helpers haven't been invented in TSW yet, we just need to check correctly set. This one won't be, and that just leads us beautifully onto our points there. So I can now set the cab up. So as you can see, the cabs are similar but different. This is a pair of GP9s. This is the first time I've ever experienced this. I do apologise. So when two GP9s today, normally you end up with a GP38 and a GP9 when you load into this route. Like I said, it's the first time I've experienced this. So we'll leave the class lights off as we are shunting. Let the brakes off. And we're just going to pull forward. You can see the tank car straight ahead of us there. That's actually what we're after. So I will leave the bell chiming as we approach this time. Say 10 miles an hour is perfectly fast enough to approach this. Yeah, perfectly fine. Go blast the horn as I approach. And what I'll do is I'll slow the train down. Just approach. Okay, I wasn't quite intending to stop there, but the brakes were slower to release than I anticipated them being. Didn't want to ram it, it made me. What can I say? So, brake fully forward into emergency. And we'll do that. We'll then take our lights are out there, so we can take that off, that off, that off, that off. Not sure what all that bashing is, I'll be honest. Handle off, cut out, so I just needed to. What the hell? Okay, I'm just going to release it. There we go. So actually need to mount up on the loco, turn that bell off because it's going to annoy me. And we're just going to walk down, make sure the handbrakes are off. They are. They are. Basically, you can tell by the position of that. Because the handbrake, you can see it raises and lowers that. So if that's in the lowered position, that's off. That's off. And my helper's going to check all the rest for me because they are so handy. They're so handy. So we'll then mount up on the loco and go grab a seat. Reverser goes in. Always find it finicky on this loco. All our engine controls go up, brake off, and I'll secure us with independent. Forward lights to freight. We'll now go to white lights on the front. And we'll knock our ditch lights on too, so now you look at the front of the loco, you know we're coming. I am going to use this as an opportunity to grab a screenshot of this momentous occasion. Brackets of 2 GP9s on a train. Like I said, I helped make this route, which is the reason I'm driving it in mist. And sorry, that was a self-burn. That's you don't see those from me very often. And I struggle to thingy, so I've never actually seen it, like I say, 2 GP9s together. It's just accepted as one of the things you couldn't control. You can see you've got a rake of tank cars on the rear. And that's 15, so we can just coast for now. Use notch 2 just to... Actually, we're running down a hill here, so I'll let the speed wash off. So yeah, we are near enough holding speed, aren't we, really? So... We'll stay notch 1. So, as soon as we get the full train on the main line, we actually go up to 30. There's absolutely no point accelerating because it's basically about 1,000 feet until we have to turn off again. So, bell goes off as we are now out of the yard. You can see Hamilton West Station, I believe that is. We have put into there before on a route learner. So, yeah, apart from that, it's been a good day for me. Hopefully you guys have had a good day too. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, just a bit of a longer day for me. Well, not even a long day to be honest. I actually nearly got in trouble today, so I'm currently not at work because I'm struggling with mental health. And yeah, I'll do a whole thing on that in a future video. But I slept in because my alarm didn't go off, and I so with my job you've got to phone in before your shift basically. So yeah, like if you're gonna phone sick, and I didn't, I missed it because I was being silly. So yeah. Anyway, so we'll just stabilise ourselves about 14 mph because no, actually we're closer to 10 here. So I'll rev, get us up to 15, and then idle. And they're at notch 3 of power. So no, you can see the turn-off's just after that bridge ahead of us. Which is, sorry, my board is here. So it is just after that bridge ahead of us. It's literally right there. And that's 15, so there's literally no point in me accelerating beyond this. So one of the things I am sad that Preservation Crew didn't add. I'm not sure Preservation Crew's fully done Oakville yet because you can't livery the GP9s, which would be nice, and you can't, like, one of the things I'd love, and I campaigned from this from day one, was a sand patch grade layer. So there is Up at Oakville, there's a Ford factory, and you see these massive CSX hauled freights that come down, loaded auto rack, 100 car long auto rack trains, running south towards the border. Now, okay, you'd only get to drive it for about 20 miles, which I think is about the length of the route, but still, it'd be quite nice. Go. Okay, so I'm just going to put a stopper brake on so we don't speed. I'm getting very late on those holds, aren't I? I'll probably go for just a low brake application. That'll do me. The track level's out in less than a minute, so... There we go, so I'm just going to keep our 20 bar in. And just... no. So, first drop-off point, we're going to be dropping off our 5 rearmost cars. So, yeah, I'm going to wait for that to spike, which means we're levelling off. You can basically, we're just going to run down and uncouple, handbrake one of them and uncouple them. And then we run all the way through to what's the name of the yard? McNulty. Quick check of the points. Yep. Points are aligned correctly. So this is one of the loading points. Another one's over here. Another one, no, that's just the car points. So yeah, it's just the 2 points over here. Fun fact about me, I did the design spec for these. So these are actually based off of a low gauge model that I found online. And these attachers are basically a work of fiction. Unsurprisingly. Yeah. It was an interesting time to be me. I'll say that much. You need a bit of power because we're basically stopping right the way on the point work down. Well, not the point work, the crossing. So we need to be pretty rapid so we don't block that crossing for too long. But yeah. So unfortunately, the alerter system, whenever I enable it, the train won't move. So I'm not sure if that's a me issue or not. Probably is. There we go. We're just coasting nicely, so you can see the formation there of the crossing. So we're just going to put the train on that crossing and then we'll stand there. So yeah, apart from that, so quick counter, I guess, the GP9 whilst we coast. Speedometer is over there so that you and the helper can see it. Top speed, 67 mph in these, or 65, depending on which you prefer. You've got your radio, your EOTD controls, I believe that is. You've got train brake, local brake, or independent brake, sorry, because this is North America. They don't fully understand how trains work. They've only had them 150 years, don't worry about it. So just nudge some speed out the train, and we'll just really roll up on it, nice and slow. So I'm going to pretend that marker isn't there, and I'm just drawing up based off what I'm told on the radio. There we go. So I'm just gonna happy with that. So we're going to go assist the helper in uncoupling the 5 rearmost cars now. So that's going to go to sorry, I'm going to leave the reverser handle in actually, and then we'll just quickly go to handle off, which is good. Full brake, and then that's basically the train in a safe position to be left for a while. I'm also going to throw on safety devices alerter, and then we'll climb down. There we go. So we'll just walk up to this ass. You can see there's a lot of cars here. And these are all empty, so there's big ethanol production here at Oakville. And obviously in the US, I'm pretty sure the UK will be the same at this stage. Legally, you can't basically sell petrol unless it is got a mixture of ethanol. No, sorry, I think that's like a requirement, is that it has to have a certain percentage of ethanol mixed in. So you see a lot of grain traffic come down here from the farms, and yeah, oops. Uncoupling here. So what I'll do is I'm going to set one hand brake, that's the one on the end. Got to climb over. Always makes me feel uncomfortable standing in this area between trains, because you can get quite badly hurt. Like, I'm standing, you know. Yeah. You get quite badly hurt standing here, but hey. So, handbrake is set. So what I'll do is just go, release that. Release that. That's my new EOTD attached. Helper snuck in it. Am I stuck here? I think I'm stuck here. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Okay, no, this is fine. Phew. Sorry about that. That's the first time it's ever happened to me. Sorry, whenever I... Nope, do not want to give up control. I'm doing roleplay. It's strange, it's actually taken 2 years for me to be able to, like, sit and play this properly. My ditch lights remained on. Oops. Good job Signal didn't see me, or the dispatcher. Because that would have been embarrassing. They have now turned off, confirm. There's no reflection there, so yep, they're off. Sorry cars, I mean, it's a freaking ghost town here, so no one notices that you're missing, but you know. Right, now that we've mounted up, let's get going again. So, reverser goes forward. Lol, in step 3 phase protection, brake off, brake off. Freaking wonderful. So choose the safety system without doing that. That'll do me. Right, so 15 limit again as we pull through here. So just put the go-go juice on. Get us moving again. You like doing it, you know? So. Whew. Did a good job of calling the speed out there. So one of the things I wish they did better with this is this isn't going to be a particularly smooth section of track. I wish they could, like, this was done as an actual, like, really bumpy section. Because you can't, you look outside, the train's not moving, but you see trains going down these little industrial branch lines, they are swaying. car's freaking overtaking me over here. I'm going slightly down a hill. Put and stab a brake on, just to reduce that speed down. Just the tiniest amount. So we'll leave it for 10-20 seconds. So yeah, this is, like I say, this is actually really cool. Like, doing it with two GP9s on feels really different and really nice to me, actually. Like the GP9s, like the GP38, I jokingly say I'm allergic to them because I just, they're freaking everywhere in North America in Dovetail's mind. I'm not saying that they're not like commonly used locos, but in the same breath, they're not freaking everywhere. And yeah, it's a shame this route went as badly as it did, because I know there was a planned DLC for this, which I don't think is coming now. I think we start going an uphill section here, so I'll power off. Yeah, we do. So we've got some center racks here. So, fun fact, I know these are real. Interesting. Thought these were fake. I know in some scenarios the wagons are actually fake, which is a performance booster. That was, yeah. You got fake cars, man. Fake cars. Thing is though, like these all have, because they're rail vehicles, they all basically have like physics to them, even though they're stationary. So it is a more efficient way to do things. And I'm gonna bring myself to a stand here, quite sharply, because I can see my points on my line. No, it's not this one, is it? I don't think it is. No, my points here need to go straight ahead. Sorry, I panicked. It's very easy to get disorientated in an industrial area like this. Like I say, the line speed is fixed, so you will never, you know. Also, wow, that weather's actually clearing. You will never, you know, like the speed limit never drops or never exceeds 15. But actually, in this weather, it's about nice, so I'll take it. Take it, you can leave it, and I'll take it. I'll take it, man. I'll take anything at this stage. I'll take whatever I can get. So yeah, what to talk about? My bank blocked my card again. That happened. So I've got to, like, one of the staff at the bank was like, if you have any other issues, email me. I feel awful for doing it when I've got to email and be like, Adam, I fucked it again. Or I fucked it again. So yeah, so continuing that cab tour on, we'll just go up to 15 idle. So, horn, it's either on or it's off, no higher tones, no lower tones. Bell control, sander, that's leading sand, not sure what the difference is if I'm honest. So I'm trying to do all my horn signals on this, but I only know some of them, so I'm doing the ones I know. Reverser, 8-step throttle. These are your engine run, gen field and control fuel, so this basically allows you to control your engine. So if I turn this off, throttle does nothing. Turn this back on, shit! Think I fucked it. So you've got your instrument lights. I'm just going to coast for now because I can. At the rate I'm going at, I can coast for 50 for like 12 minutes. There we go. It's back. I defucked it. But yeah, so that's my job for well, to be honest, he seemed like a really conscientious dude, so I don't want to email him on the weekend because I know he'll respond. Well, I think he'll respond, and like, I just, you know. I'm the person in the office who'll schedule an email to go out at like 8 a.m. exactly, because I know someone will check their emails at 11 o'clock at night, and yeah. And I'll be frustrated that they responded to me when, like, clearly they've done their 37 and a half hours. But yeah, like I say, so this will be substituted CSX vehicles, and ooh, that's cool. So we've got some, I think that's Sherman Hill? Sherpa Hill. Sure, that's a place in America. Yeah, because you got some UP cars. That's quite cool. As a joke, I downloaded an Umbrella Corporation boxcar, and I've actually seen it in like, I loaded the scenario, the incorrect scenario, and it was in my train, and I was like, I got it as a joke, and now it sort of happened. Wow, look how clear it is now. I can see all the way down to the yard where we're stopping. So what we'll do is we'll pretend there's a shunter in the yard who's setting the road up for me. So we'll do that, which sets us that way. We'll then set our point to take us into the yard we want to take, so we don't have to stop. And we can just keep rolling straight on in there. So I can flick that, and that would actually slam the emergency in on the EOTD on the back here. I don't actually think these trains would have an EOTD just because they're literally running within a yard area, but still. So it's a steel mill over there. I was really hopeful we could get like the coil load cars and stuff in, but apparently not. That's one of my favourite features of TSW is layers. So one of the key skills as a TS classic content designer, in my opinion, is being able to design stuff that looks really nice and varied, right, without having a requirements list that's 3 times the length of the universe. Yeah, it's one of the steel mills from memory. So you got your brake pipe and brake cylinder, brake pipe, all that kind of stuff, brake airflow indicator, light controls, alerter, which hasn't triggered at all today, throttle, reverser, headlight controls, rear headlight controls, gauge light dimmer, so we can turn that to the max so you can see them fully, or turn it to the min so that they're basically non-existent. So I'll go about that. We'll just coast on up in there. So I'll leave my bell tolling until we come to a stand, just because, who knows. Yeah, you can see a little marking on the end there where we're going to be putting into. I do love the GP9. There's something about it, I don't know what it is, I just really enjoy driving it. Of course you've got your CN grain cars. That was part of, well, the powder cars, I think, technically. That was part of the stuff, that comes with this route. So you basically got the CNs, you've got your tankers, which are debranded anyway, and you've got your centipedes. Everything else is sort of layered in substitution, which I think is really cool. I'll say that now. I think it's really cool how much substitution there is in this game at the moment. Yeah, overall, this is quite a cool little car. I like the cool little frame. Like I say, the bell, also I really like it animates. Just see it moving there. I may do the odd video like this, because I quite enjoy this format. And it's less sort of focusing on where the breakpoints are, more just actually driving trains, and I quite enjoy that, so. Any hoozles? You can see the brakes are really effective on these. There's passenger trains that have to start braking now, and they're just like, freaking anchors on. So bring the train to a stand, and stop. So okay, I did one little speed there and one little speed there, but that's actually not bad comparatively for the amount of like slow speed driving I've done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to free roam, and what we'll do is we'll secure the train. So I'm going to put this to handle off, that to off, that to off. Basically just turn everything off in here. So this all goes off, gauge lights go off, reverse it to neutral, handbrake out, freaking bell goes off. What I do now is I go Engine start, stop, isolate. Thing becomes really quiet. And then I reach in here, flick the battery isolation switch off, and this thing's now dead. So what I do is I then disembark. It does seem a little too quiet, and that's one bit of feedback about these actually. Is obviously you'd have like pumps finishing off, well, through the battery isolation, but you'd have like heat shrinkage and stuff going on, you know. We'll just go ahead and secure this loco as well. And the train sits here for 40 minutes before it's marshalled into the industrial area over there for work. To be concluded, so we'll press that button there, start, stop, isolate, and battery switch down. So there you go, so that's the full train shut down now. So I'm not going to go down and secure every car, but the handbrakes obviously are on both the locos, which is plenty sufficient on level ground. So we'll go over at the porter cabin over there for our next assignment. So guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If there is anything you want to see from me as a video, don't forget to drop a comment and I'll let you know. You know, I always respond to comments, even if I can't make sense of them sometimes, but we'll, we'll see what we can do. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Just pushing through this bush here.